What's up, Cowboy fans? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, your home of Chaney football again in 2021. And proud to be a part of the Cowboys again, the West Side Pride. Coach's Corner, sponsored by the Baird Brothers. Proud to be joined again by the head football coach of the Chaney Cowboys, Chris Amill. Coach, thanks for joining us again this year.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right, we start out. We play Austin Town Fitch, but I don't even want to get into. I want to get into Jason Hewlett, one of the best players, if not the best player in the area. Goes down with a very extensive injury, gets taken off the field. Had surgery, is home recovering. Talk about that young man a little bit.
Jason, to me is one of the best players in the state of Ohio on either side. When he's on the field, he is down one of the best players and has been the vocal team. He's even as a junior, so him going down is tough. Not me as a coach, but team. A lot of offense and defense. Planning around him and. I always say it's a team game and not one person in the team. And this is a perfect situation, that shows that go out and play as a team. But, just a phenomenal football player, just everything in a football player, student, a locker room guy, you name it. I mean, guy, who was that guy?
I want to give the shout out to Jason, obviously, from all of us at YSN. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. I know the young man's family. I know how hard they work. He will be back bigger and better than ever, Chaney fans. I promise you that. But prayers to Jason, prayers to your football team and your coaching staff. Let's talk about that a little bit. Getting hurt in a football game in game one, that's a big thing when you lose your guy. Things change, offensive changes. Chris, I watched that game, and I watched a team that still competed, played very hard, moved the football, some big plays. I thought it was a case of, not being able to capitalize some things and being on the field too long on defense inevitably was what got that score to be where it was. But tell us how you are overall after that game and some of the things you want to continue to build on.
We just got to get on what we're good at. And I always felt going into this year, you'd be running the ball. And it showed that drive and when you have a quarterback that can run the ball, I mean, it makes hard on defenses. So the thing that we hurt the most is we're just very experienced after an injury. Thing I was worried about. We have the bodies, and we have players, talent. Drew stepped in and but it's just getting those. Drew sends Heartland Christian. He's a basketball and baseball player. I'm not sure if he ever played Pee Wee football, but last year was his first year playing football. If he did play Pee Wee football, he's playing football in a while. So, Jason goes down and he's not. Mentally, as much as you want to say you're backup and all that, you're not mentally expecting to go into a game after 4 plays, because of injury. You stepped in and did a great job. We got a little sloppy up front. It made it a little tougher. But it. It was 10-0 in the middle quarter without Jason and. We just got to find two cap on those plays. Reds on a few times and turnovers. I think we had 6 turnovers, 1 return down. So those turnovers and still be in the game because it really doesn't show the same. To be there. We just if we eliminate the turn and we finish some drives and finish plays. We're in that, even in the fourth quarter, we drop a swing pass where the arc had the secondary beat, and it's and at that point it's 10-7. So we just didn't seize the moment and had to work on it.
What happens? There's no question about that. I think it happens, and that's one of the things, Chris, that I was impressed with. I had that game on at the studio during audible call, 10-0, like you said at halftime. You get the ball. I want to say. You're driving the football, and if I remember correctly, a big pass play maybe down to about their 30-yard line and a big penalty, and that's when it started to turn. But now with a week's practice and your quarterback getting some time, that's a great thing that you said. People don't understand. Backup quarterbacks get time in practice. There's a big difference between that time in practice and Friday night in the West Side rivalry. I think we will see a better offense on Friday night, no question.
Absolutely. Just not even just the reps in practice, but just the speed of the game. And for Drew, only experience he had in freshman. Our first J was that Saturday, so he didn't even get a JV game under his before until to go into a varsity game. So he's not playing freshman game is Saturday, and are on the sideline, your teammates on and cheering Jason on. All right, Drew. The show is yours. Here's the keys. Don't mess it up. But like I said, is great. And he led the team and he took charge out of practice, and it just made us younger. We have a few that start. As of right now, that stuff. I think we have 2 seniors that start on our offense. So we're just a human. And then when you have juniors playing, and then a junior goes down, you're looking at sophomores, and now Drew's backup is a freshman. So we're a young team, and with the territory as coaches, we just got to coach guys up and make sure guys are ready. And with Drew, that night, even though the nerves, and he went in and he played. A few turnovers here and there, but all in all, he played a good game. He made some good reads. He made some good choices, and build from that.
Well, you move on. There's no doubt with Coach Amill, Coach's Corner for the Chaney Cowboys. Proud to be part of the West Side Chaney Cowboy Football 2021 Coach's Corner, sponsored by the Baird Brothers. We thank the Baird Brothers for all they do at YSN. We will have the game Friday night. You get to come home at Rand Stadium. Youngstown Chaney will play the Boardman Spartans. Boardman Spartans, I say to Coach Amill, I say Seth Antrim. Talked with Seth Antrim. He coached with you. He talked about a lot of the things he learned from you, family-oriented. I know how close you are. How special is this game Friday night with Seth bringing the Boardman Spartans to town?
No, it's going to be great. It's great. Seth is one of my best. We hung out a lot over the last few years. And I remember just fighting to get him. Even contemplating coming over to coach, and I was teaching at home. He was at Crestview time, and that's where he went to school and played. And trying to convince him to come over. And once he committed to it, he was all in. And he could offenses for us, and great players. We had a lot of guys playing in college right now, and just 2 years of football. Really, this is our third. And a lot of that is just a testament. Him. I know he gives me a lot of his title was the head coach of offense. And I ran the defense, and what Seth wanted, Seth did. I put all my trust and confidence in him. The way he ran practice, he demanded out of the guys. And just everything. As far as that goes, just picking his brain and different things. We did run camp practice like a college. We split up guys and offenses same time as the defense. We worked hard that way. It'll be fun. His family mine, and the same with mine, like yourself, kids, Steve, and Steve, same thing with Seth. He just developed that relationship with my sons at home. And it's Uncle, they see him and those things. So it's like he's a part of the family. There's so it's going to be fun. His mom says she feels bad because she feels like a traitor. So it's going to be fun, but that's what local rivalries are all about. It's going to be, hopefully we have a packed house.
Be a packed house. I'm going to say that it'll be a great environment. Rand Stadium, 7:00. We'll have it for you on YSN Live. We'll jump into a little bit of the Spartans, but before we go to that, he said one thing that I know is 100% right. He said that you are one of the most competitive people he's ever been around, as is himself. So he said he knows for a fact once the ball goes up in the air, all that family and friend stuff means nothing for about an hour and a half. Is that a true statement?
Oh, absolutely. Like, it doesn't matter if it's CJ, if it's my younger, if something I'm like it. Like, it's the bottom line. I mean, I was just he's with three brothers and grew up in a neighborhood on Garfield on the south side that you just got after it. You competed. You just had days to win. So I video games because I'm not good at them, and I know I'm alone, so I don't play because I hate. But once we line up, I'm gonna shake his hand, at the hug, tell him I love him. But once the captains go out there, up on Seth, just like I do else.
I would not expect anything else from either one of you. We'll have the game. Boardman will invade Rand Stadium. Great environment Friday night. We'll have it on ysnlive.com with the head ball coach, Chris Amill. Coach's Corner, sponsored by the Baird Brothers. Boardman Spartans had a very good football game. Beat Cardinal Mooney. Very good skill players, no doubt. O'Hora at the tailback had over 200 yards. Terrence Thomas is going to Purdue. Not quite sure if his availability yet. Cam Thompson, Ortiz ran the ball well. Your thoughts on the Boardman Spartans?
Solid football team, and Boardman has always, just that history that they always have hard-nosed guys. See it on film. Guys come out and they're physical, and have tremendous athletes, and they have that head coach to get those athletes the ball in the right way, and it's a difficult game. I think come out and play our game and try to the running game that they have. Second to be ready because I know Seth will go up top. He'll throw the ball. A lot of offenses RPO based. So for our second, every play is for our front. Every play is run. So be prepared for it. But they're coach. They're fundamentally sound. And when that Mooney as the game went on, it was like the tougher they got, the more the ball. The hard game to tackle those guys, and and that's his season program, the winter workouts and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a dog fight. We're ready.
It's gonna be a great game, Cowboy fans. Youngstown Chaney will host the Boardman Spartans Friday night at Rand Stadium. Going to be a great football game, Coach. We talk every week. I love talking with you. Let's go week 2. Coach Amill's keys for a Chaney victory for the Cowboy fans on Friday night.
For us is just not turn all over 6 times. You got to hold on to not throwing interceptions, not fumble. And so our guys, we just have to win in the trenches. They got some big boys on the offensive line. A lot of those guys play on the defensive side of the ball. And I'm familiar with some of them, especially Cortland Love. With Corey attending Mooney, coaching Courtney, his brother. Just that relationship that I have. So, they have the bodies and they have the people up front. So it's going to be, who wins in the trenches, who plays harder, who the tackles in open space and holds.
Well, there you have it, Cowboy fans, right from the head ball coach. Friday night, Rand Stadium, Youngstown Chaney will host the Boardman Spartans. Coach, wish you and the staff and the players nothing but the best. But I want to end it with this. Jason Hewlett, prayers to you, young man, and your family. Coach, I know how close you are with your players. I know how close you are with former players. That young man right there will, like I said, come back bigger and better than ever. And from all of us at YSN, DJ and myself, to all of you in the Chaney family, prayers. Jason Hewlett, get better every day. Be that guy on the sidelines for you, Coach Amill. Have a great game. Enjoy the friendship after the game, and go get that first victory on Friday night.
Yes, sir. I appreciate all the prayers, just on the family of Jason on his behalf. But you the nail on the head. He's a great man. He has a lot of offers, and no one's backing off on him. I mean, I think they know the kind of player he is and how special he is. We'll be ready to go. She got some shoes to fill. He's today, telling us what we need to do. I'm from watching film. He's already taking that coaching role, and like I said, I'm a love up on Seth before the game when I see him. That's my guy, and we'll probably sit down and have a drink after. But those 48 minutes in between, I'm going back for his neck. It's going to be fun, though.
Would expect nothing. That answer. Wish you nothing but the best. Love and prayers to the Chaney family. Have a good game, and we'll talk next week.
All right. Appreciate it.